And we take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Capital One here for game number 1. As Georgia Tech looks to get it downstairs and does very quickly on the strike by Zoe Smith. NCAA tournament win.
You can see a short shot clock here. They got to get something going.
But it got it up right at the buzzer and hit the shot. Richmond, the 8th seed, and the highest for an A-10 team since 2016, can't get it to go underneath. And here's Morgan, the point guard, flipping it back out to right.
And it's just the extra passes right there, really beautiful.
Morgan sticks it.
Very unselfish.
Both really fall under that banner, the unselfish banner. And the flip up, that'll drop by Maggie Dugan. And nearly turned it over. They get the big 3, but that won't fall for Sweeney. But the return is up and in by Budnick. Another good three-point shooter.
Did you see the wheels on Morgan when she got that ball? I mean, there were no passes in transition.
Holstein just into the game a couple of minutes ago and finishes that one. It did not roll in, and here come the Spiders. They're trying to win in the NCAA tournament for the first time in school history. And the star, Maggie Dugan, who's in his 6th year as the head coach for the Spiders. Maggie Olstrom can score. She's 16 points a game, but guess who's heating up all of a sudden here? Maggie Dugan. Everything's starting to fall for her.
Of those DHOs, those pitch-back passes that, in essence, count as screens as well to create space.
Smith gets it down low, and eventually it's going to roll in. Her second bucket. Budnick decided not to shoot the 3, but another good three-point shooter. They've got a bunch of them, 38%. They can rain those, and Dugan just puts her hands out. 7 seconds before the end of the quarter, and down they go very quickly inside for Jimenez.
You got to have your head on a swivel, and that is just a dart of a cut on the backside. They are in the tournament trying to make their mark, and the at-large bid for Richmond, they're trying to make the most of it. At half court.
And you're doing exactly what every coach does. You grimace when you're talking about that, like, just don't do that.
Can't.
You know, of all things, don't compound that. A spin move, and that'll roll in for Dugan.
And that, again, is hampering their ability to get into any kind of rhythm or flow.
Camden turns, fires, and buries a 3. Anna Camden, the 6'3" grad off the bench.
Covered her as a freshman at Penn State, knew about the injury. But when she was speaking to us yesterday, Holly, she was talking about how special that would be for that first shot to drop.
Alyssa Jimenez on the drive, another grad in Spokane 1. And they get another turnover. And here come the Spiders again. Down low, and a quick strike by Addie Budnick, the 6'2" grad. With 5:48 to go before halftime, they simply throw it away.
Another empty possession. And they just cannot dig out of the hole.
Hill going around the back. That's a sweet move for 2.
Getting that bump to the rim, that dribble bump to get space and finish right in front of the bucket.
Swished in. Laredo, the 5'11" junior out of Spain.
Yeah, absolutely. And what that gives them is an opportunity to press. But Richmond got right by that back line of the press.
Dugan again. Yes! From three-point land.
Can rotate, and especially against a Richmond team that's going to shoot and knock in 9 threes per game.
Morgan, quick dribble, lays it in. Boy, she's lightning fast.
And Richmond, they just try to spread you out so that they can attack gaps. But on the other end, Georgia Tech to try to build back into this game.
Wilson trying to get it in, finds Dugan. Shot clock at 5. Dugan needs help. Hill had it picked off. Stolen away by Laredo, who will lay it in.
Well, this is how Georgia Tech can continue to crack the code. They have the defensive tools to be able to do things like this, but they need more how tall you are on the outside. You can be diminutive, but you have heart and hustle in there.
On that very topic, Chit Chat Wright at all of 5'4". 2:28 left in the second.
Well, Chit Chat Wright makes a perfect read right here.
UCLA, the #1 team in the country, on deck later on today. That never got to the rim. On the run, and a well-run fast break. Laredo will finish that. Well, Richmond's been up as many as 20. Laredo, good penetration, got it downstairs. Up and in by Blackshear.
Having strength in the ACC all season on that side of the court.
Dugan on another roll, and up and in right before halftime comes upon us, and Richmond leading 35-23. And Dugan with a sensational first half at 18 on 7 out of 11 shooting.
Well, she has just been spectacular in terms of how she has been able to manufacture.
And far and away the brightest star here in the first half in Los Angeles.
Well, Richmond, when they were +6 on the glass, and right there you saw Georgia Tech.
Shot clock to 5. Budnick will let fly and swish it in. No whistle on the play. Dunn on the other side, dropping it down low and cannot finish that, but the tip is up and in. Sweeney with the shot clock to 6.
Well, they switched right onto Dugan, and that is a cross match.
Wow. Tell you what, that was a much tougher shot than it looked for Dugan. Yeah. Straight on Dunn, trying to get rolling. Dugan going for the board, and she's got it.
She scored over 1,000 points and over 500 rebounds.
And a great strike by Katie Hill.
Down into the painted area to your player of the year in the A-10. And now, that second side was there up the line to get the steal.
Right from mid-range will knock it down.
And pulled up for that deuce. And they need to be more proactive offensively just like that.
Carnegie with a triple right on the money.
Have paid dividends for them to get into the pace and flow of offense.
Budnick fires up a long one, and down it goes from three-point land. 4:20 to go in the third.
Addie Budnick right here making the proper read, a little DHO.
Dugan marching inside again, but denied that time. Working on a 20-point game. On the cut, she'll lay it in. They keep on finding her.
But take a look at this quality look. Great screen. Open the door. See the floor as the roll.
And she has been special today, the A-10 player of the year. We got to 1,000 points this season. Austin getting inside with that left hand. She's really given it a really nice lift in this one.
Or threes or mid-range shots, so not a lot of pressure being put on the rim, except for on that possession there where she got tagged on the way up.
Dugan again, right by her defender. Right. But what a day for Maggie Dugan. And Morgan in the open floor has actually been a lot of fun to watch. Wright got an excellent look. Can't bury that. Georgia Tech wins the rebound, however. Blackshear got inside. Yellow Jackets trying to creep a little bit closer. Carnegie, nice pass underneath, and done with the finish. Let's go back to that pass a moment ago.
Yeah, Georgia Tech right here. Drawing two, and they said, listen, we have another opportunity to win a championship. And it starts with winning the next game.
And then has got a good look. They'll get another chance. Up and in. A quick reversal by Budnick for 2. And Georgia Tech right now not showing any signs of getting back in this thing.
You know, Budnick, she had 10 points in that semifinal loss to St. Joe's. And you know, a couple seasons ago, she was Defensive Player of the Year in the A-10.
Ostrom nailing the triple. She makes 42% beyond that three-point line. And in a women's NCAA tournament.
And it's a UCLA team that wants to continue to make a statement. They did that in the Big Ten tournament by defeating USC in the championship game.
Entry pass. Blackshear with a miss. And draws a foul. That beach is tantalizing, by the way. Manhattan Beach, Santa Monica on the drive. And up and in. Good tough drive by Morgan. They needed a lot more of that kind of play here tonight at UCLA.
Yeah, no question about it. Right, he came into this game as the mental approach.
Dugan back in. On the cut, Hill trying to get free, deflected away. Shot clock winding down. Dugan took a look. She'll fire it up there, and she hit it. Well, of course she did. This contest 64-40, Richmond.
Maggie Dugan, that's who you get the ball to, and the shot clock was at 2. Slide to the left, crisscross that triple. Marking calendars, I think he said March 8th. That was a day that, you know, we need to forget that day, but March 21st is today, and we have to maximize the moment.
The visiting teams, Southern and Georgia Tech and Richmond, to come and play on this floor.
Yes.
On John Wooden's floor.
How about that?
Quick strike downstairs for Ostrom.
Here on this floor means a lot to him because he has used Coach Wooden's outages with his team all season long.
Yeah, the pyramid and all those wonderful
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, the lineage of success here is very long. Another bucket there by Georgia Tech, but you know, Coach Russell said, I thought they would be too young to understand it, but they understand the assignment because of the daily quotes. Knocking in 5 threes on average on the season, and they pretty much had that after the first quarter.
Thompson gets that one to go.
They have just been consistent, and that is the mark of excellence.
But here at Poly Pavilion, for the first time in school history, the Richmond Spiders have won an NCAA tournament game. They are 1-0 here in March Madness.